Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. Is this the last video of the month, or is it the first video of next month? No, it's the first video of May. It's still April 30th as I record this. So we're starting off with a brand new hero. It is Horse, created by Zontan from the show's called Centaur World, right? Yes, that's what it says right there on the card back. I know nothing about Centaur World. I tried watching the first episode, and when it got to the song, I was like, no, I can't deal with this. It sounds very hypocritical coming from a large fan of My Little Pony, but I make no excuses for myself. Anyway, it's Horse. He's a horse. He's going to be fighting a horse. Fans wanted to see Starlight Glimmer again. And fighting alongside Horse, against the horse, we have Starlight, so we can finally have some Starlight on Starlight violence. A new variant for La Commodora that I made, La Commodora Extreme. I knew I said I was going to stop saying that, but that was just for Earth Prime heroes. And speaking of Earth Prime, we've got Daedalus's canon variant, whatever it's called, and we'll be fighting in the definitive Ruins of Atlantis. Start a game, she enters play, put in our town into play with 3 random spells under it. Quality spells are in the deck. She's indestructible. The time jump card would enter the villain trash, we move into that card instead. And if the heroes ever have no cards in hand, they've been equalized, game over. Alright, she starts off with Bad News Smiles. No cards entered play this way, so play the top card of the villain deck and shuffle this card into the deck. It's Nightglider. Alright, end of the villain turn, when hero deals himself 4 irreducible psychic damage, discards a card or destroys one of their cards, and if she's been dealt at least 6 damage since the last villain turn, put the card under this card into play. So Daedalus will happily do that. Nightglider hits everybody for 2, discard the top card of each deck, and discard a card matching its keyword. 1 shot. Ongoing limited. Ship shape, darn. 1 shot. So Eureka moment. And 1 shot key piece. Well, that's unfortunate. Got like nothing but 1 shots. Okay, well, Starlight can actually start off with Nova Shield and draw a card or put a Constellation card from your trash into play. Well, I don't have any in my trash, so I will draw 2. Commodore is going to start with, well, Harnessed Anomaly, get that ship shape back into her deck. Take time, nothing happens. Draw a card or play a card, let's get Timeless Treasure out. So her power is Hasty Scavenging. Discover a non-limited equipment card, discard a card. So you can't get the Concordant Helm this way, because that's limited. But otherwise, you can get her end of turn cool stuff. Discard the Brig Teleporter, draw a card, draw 2 cards. Daedalus can draw a card, have Horse draw 2, and Starlight draw 1. Daedalus is going to start with probably Mortality's Burden would be a good idea. Reveal the top 2 cards of a deck. We do not want the Staff of Sameness. Discard that. May as well draw a card, and he heals 2. Alright, sir, can you do anything? Yes. So many options here. I'm going to start with Frustration Tears, which is a cartoon as well as an ongoing. Whenever Horse deals damage, you may change its type to Psychic and increase it by 1. Reduce the next damage dealt by targets dealt damage this way by 1. So he's going to use his power, Horse Kick, to deal a target 2 melee damage, make that 3 psychic damage to Nightglider, reduce the next damage by 1, draw a card. Horse is a her? I had no idea. My apologies, Horse. Alright, so all the horses in this game are hers. All the horses and all the Starlights. Ruins of Atlantis plays a Flailing Kraken Limb. This card deals a non-environment target lowest HP 5 melee damage. Oh, cool. That's a Nightglider, who is now dead. We might want to do something about it. Okay, she was not dealt any damage that round, so she just gets to play a card. Equalization Chamber. End of the villain turn. Okay, somebody hit yourself for 4 and discard a card. That'll be Daedalus again. He's fine with that. We don't play a card from under there. End of the villain turn, Starlight Glimmer deals the 3 heroes with the highest HP 3 psychic damage each. Player may discard a card to reduce the damage dealt to their hero this way by 2. Then if any hero has no cards in hand, they deal another hero 3 psychic damage and destroy this card. So that is Horse, who, yeah, will discard to only take 1. Starlight, who can discard to only take 1. And La Commodora, yeah, she's fine. Nobody has no things in hand. Oh, actually, I should be smart and discard a Constellation because of her power. So, let's play an Ancient Constellation on Starlight, hitting her for 1. Starlight heals 1. I'm not going to differentiate between Starlight Glimmer and Starlight. Power, let's go ahead and play a Constellation from her trash, I guess on the Flailing Kraken Limb. She hits it and heals 1. Draw a card. Alright, start of turn, I'm going to discard 1 card for 1 Timeless Treasure, let the other one expire. Let's play Ship Shape. Grab a random equipment card. Hits a cannon portal, yay. Draw a card because she has nothing to discard. End of turn. Draw a card. Let Daedalus draw a card. That's not going to last for long. Let Horse draw a card. And then 3 damage to Starlight Glimmer. Alright. You know, I may as well Sensorium Sweep. He's got nothing going on right now. Draw 4 cards. He has plenty to discard now. And let's take a look at the Ruins of Atlantis. Oh boy. Let's see, I can discard 2 and replace the other 2. Ritual Sanctum is cool. Hallway Collapse is not cool. The Crucible is interesting. Mystically Defended Hall would actually take out that Villain Ongoing card. Okay, we'll discard the Crucible then and put Mystically Defended Hall on top. I think that'll be worth it. Power, let's look at Starlight Glimmer's deck. Discard Bad News Smiles, because getting one Equalist is better than getting multiple. Don't draw a card, he heals 2. Now, we have to be careful summoning Centaurs because the Kraken is going to kill them. Also, we need to hit Starlight from... So let's go ahead and play Backstory Magic, another cartoon. Power, choose a keyword and then reveal the top card of another hero's deck. If the card has the chosen keyword, play it, otherwise put it in that hero's hand. No, I don't want to do that right now. We will just horse kick, hit her for 2. Might as well make it 3. Reduce her next damage by 1. Why not? She's taken 7 damage. Draw a card. So hey, Mystically Defended Hull comes into play. Destroy all environment targets in play. Oh, never mind. That got rid of the Flaming Kraken limb for us. Destroys the Constellation. Start of the environment turn, a player may discard 2 ongoing cards. If they do destroy this card, Starlight will be able to do that for sure. End of the environment turn, destroy a hero ongoing card and a villain ongoing card. Let's go ahead and destroy the other Constellation and Equalization Chamber. Nice. Alright, Party Favor comes into play. He is reducing damage dealt to Starlight Glimmer by 1. End of turn. Daedalus will continue to damage himself. She has been dealt enough damage, so she gets to play a spell, Magic Blast. Deals a hero with the highest HP 3 energy damage. That is Starlight. Play the top card of the villain deck. Sugar Bell also gets -1 damage taken. Party Favor. No more than 1 hero card can be drawn each turn. Important. In the villain turn, this card deals a hero target with the highest HP 3 projectile damage. That is still Horse. Each villain target regains a hit point, then summon Terrible Muffins. It's another ongoing to deal with. The hero regains HP, they must discard a card. Okay, Starlight, the Starlight. Let's go ahead and play the Golden Astrolabe. I'll use her power to... Actually, I guess I might as well put that Constellation on Party Favor so she can actually hit him. She heals 1, so I have to discard a card. Draw a card. Filling up my trash with Constellations, though. That's not bad. Alright, start of turn. Uh-oh, I don't want to discard either of those. Shoot. Well, I'll discard the Harness Anomaly and let Cannon Portal go. Let's play Concordant Helm. Power. Still nothing to discard. Future Tech Deck Gun comes out. Draw a card. So, Timeless Treasure does nothing because of Party Favor. Put the bottom card of her deck in her hand, getting around that. Daedalus is going to fly free, discard a card, play Atlas Gravity Well. Let's take a look at the top 2 cards of the deck. Yeah, Cutie Mark Vault is better than Bad News Smiles. Don't draw a card, he heals 2. Daedalus was actually a good choice for this fight. Alright, I'm going to play This is Centaur World. When this card enters play, destroy it unless there are at least 2 cartoon cards in play. There are. Horse gains the Centaur keyword. This is very important because most of her one-shots require Centaurs dealing damage. Power is reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. You may play a key piece revealed this way. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. If no card entered play this way, draw 2 cards. I'm going to go ahead and use that power since we haven't done hardly any damage. None of those are key pieces. Draw 2 cards. Well, she only gets to draw 1, but it's not nothing. Okay, somebody can discard 2 ongoing cards to destroy that. Nobody has 2 ongoing cards. That's fine. Well, it's not that fine. Terrible Muffins is coming back out. But the Ritual Sanctum comes out. When a hero deals a target fire, cold, lightning, infernal, or radiant damage, which I don't think anybody can, add a token to this card. In the environment turn, if there are at least 10 tokens on this card, each player draws 3 cards and uses a power, then destroy this card. Fantastic if you have, like, Absolute Zero or Night Mist or Tempest. Anyway, we destroy a hero and a villain ongoing card. We'll do the same thing we did last time. And the Ritual Sanctum, of course, does not go off. Who did she hit with that spell? I should have reduced it by 1. That was Horse, wasn't it? Okay, once again, she's been dealt no damage. Cutie Mark Vault. When a player would use a power, prevent that power use unless they discard a card first. Start of the villain turn, summon Staff of Sameness, then destroy this card. Well, thankfully, the Mystically Defended Hull will take care of that for us eventually. End of turn. I think we just want Daedalus to hurt himself. Actually, no. Starlight's going to do it this time. And discard Constellation. Didn't deal enough damage to get a card play. Party Favor hits Le Capitan for 3. We need to get rid of him really badly. And then Sugar Bell heals him and brings Terrible Muffins back. Alright, this is getting gross. That's limited. I don't want to play Retreat into the Nebula. I mean, I guess I could. No, it's not. I'm going to skip her play phase and use her power, discarding a card, to play Ancient Constellation on Party Favor, healing 1, having to discard her last card, draw a card. Okay, start of turn. I'm going to discard a card to keep Timeless Treasure, let Future Tech Deck Gun go. Oh man, Take Time is going to be wasted if I play it. We need more damage. Alright, now, I'm going to play Take Time, get rid of the Cutie Mark Vault, draw a card. Let's see what other stuff she can scavenge. Oh, Figurehead. That's actually really good. I know where that's going. I can't draw a card. Can't draw a card. Pardoha Figurehead goes to Daedalus. Put the bottom card of her deck in her hand. Cool. Daedalus hits everything for 3. Yay. I'm going to play the Icarus just because it's nice. It's not going to help me a whole lot, though. 2 cards left in the villain deck. Yeah, I don't want double diamond. We're going to have to deal with another Cutie Mark Vault. Draw a single card. Oh, wait, actually, he would have drawn 1 card from Atlas Gravity Well. That is actually kind of broken. Awesome. All right. I'm going to play Judge Jacket's Key, a key piece, which is a 1-shot. Search your deck and trash for Glendale and put her into play. Shuffle your deck. You may draw a card and play a card. Put this card under your character card. So we're going to do that. Glendale comes out. She is a centaur who has 3 HP. First time each turn, a non-centaur, non-character target is reduced to exactly X HP, where X is the number of cards under Glendale. Put it under Glendale. When Glendale leaves play, put all hero cards under her into play. I can draw a card and play a card. That's my only draw for the turn. I'm going to play a Hootenanny. Search your deck and trash for a centaur and put it into play. Shuffle your deck. Increase damage dealt by centaurs by 1 till the start of your next turn. Each centaur may deal a target 1 melee damage. I'm going to go get Zulius, because I got some cards that work with him. He's the zebra guy. First time each turn, a hero deals 4 or more damage at once, uses a second power, or plays a second card. They may draw a card. If they do, Zulius deals them 1 psychic damage. That's fine. Each centaur may deal a target 2 melee damage. They will take out Party Favor. Destroying that card. Alright, did I discard off of his end of turn heal? I don't think I did, because there's no preventing that. Alright, the key piece goes under my character card. I wonder why that might be. Power. I got some options now. Oh, that's right, and Horse is a centaur, so she can also hit Starlight Glimmer for 2. Power, Horse Kick, hit her for 3 psychic damage, getting that delicious 7 damage in the round. I can draw a card. Alright, does anybody have 2 ongoing cards to discard? The answer is no again. Pillars of Hercules comes out. Oh no. Players may play an extra card during their play phase, use an extra power during the power phase, and draw an extra card during their draw phase. That's good, actually. Start of the environment turn, put the top 2 cards of the villain deck into play. So if we don't get rid of that, we're going to have some troubles. End of turn. Destroy a hero ongoing and a villain ongoing. I'm going to destroy Backstory Magic. This is Centaur World will remain in play because it only checks when it enters play. Alright, Cutie Mark Vault comes out again. Okay, end of turn we're going to have Horse hit herself for the 4 damage, and then we get to play a spell, Magic Blast again. She hits the highest for 2, that'll be Daedalus. Thanks, Horse, for the -1. Play the top card of the villain deck. It could be any of the stuff that we've gotten rid of already. It's Party Favor again, everybody's favorite horse. Okay, each villain target gains a hit point, and then summon Terrible Muffins. Party Favor hits the highest for 3, that is Starlight. Oof. Okay, Nightlord Armor sounds like a good idea. I could play an extra card, but I don't have any. Power. I'm going to put a Constellation into play next to him. She has no cards to discard. I could use the Golden Astrolabe's power, but it would not do anything. Draw a card. Alright, start of turn. I'm going to let Timeless Treasure expire, because Party Favor's back, it's not doing anything. And discard a card for Paradoha Figurehead. Start of turn, draw a card. Take my draw phase. Oh, cool. Then I'll play Maria Elena's Plot. I could play a second card, Weigh Anchor. Flintlock and Cutlet. 4 damage to Party Favor. That was super worth it. The only power I got gives me a Brig Teleporter. Can't draw any cards. Phew. End of turn, put the bottom card of her deck in her hand. We'll do 1 irreducible damage to Sugar Bell. She can't deal damage. And that's it. Alright, start of turn, Daedalus wrecks house. And he actually has to draw 3 cards. Okay, he can play 2 cards. Number 1, Hoplite Armor. Number 2, Eureka Moment. I'm going to destroy Cutie Mark Vault. Discard a card. Power. He can use 3 powers, and there's no reason to use that one. Let's look at the villain deck again. Get rid of the Staff of Sameness, because there's no... Or actually, no. Get rid of Bad News Smiles. We don't want Party Favor coming back. Draw 2 cards. Zulius will hit him for 1 for an extra card draw. Very weird for Daedalus, but like he does need to be able to do something. End of turn he heals 2, and we discard a card. Cool. Now, the reason I played Zulius. I don't know him. Another hero may draw a card, play a card, or use a power. If Zulius is in play, they may instead do all 3. So, and I assume it means I don't have to worry about order on that. So we're going to have Starlight do it. Draw a card, play a card, thank Frick, and use a power to get a Constellation out. Let's put that on Horse. Heal Horse for 1, which will make me discard a card. She heals 1, she has to discard a card. Horse can play a second card. Let's do it again. Actually, yeah, on Starlight. Draw a card. Well, she's got nothing to play. She will use Celestial Aura to kill Sugar Bell, which lets her draw a card. And in fact, she can take 1 psychic damage for an extra card draw. That'll be nice. Yeah, she didn't have anything to play, so that's it for that. You can use an extra power. That's actually not a bad idea. Horse will kick Starlight for 3, getting us that last spell. And then we'll do, this is Centaur World. So we got a Centaur, a cartoon, another cartoon, and a Hootenanny. Didn't find any key pieces, but I get to draw 2 cards, draw another card. Neato. Anybody got 2 ongoings to discard? God damn it. Actually, yes. Okay, Starlight discards 2 ongoing cards, Mystically Defended Hulk. We need to get rid of Terrible Muffins, but that's fine, it won't be coming back. Sugarbell goes under Glendale? Oh, because there's no cards under her. Okay, so yeah, she actually gets to eat Sugarbell. Neato. Okay, so now she can eat a target that has 1 HP. Oh yeah, and she dealt Radiant damage, so that's a token on the Ritual Chamber. Start of turn, play the top 2 cards of the villain deck. Ooh! Staff of Sameness, Equalization Chamber. Okay, it's stuff we can deal with. Phosphorescent Chamber comes out. Increase all damage dealt by 1, all HP recovery by 1. Start of the environment turn, each hero may discard a card, and if each active hero does, destroy this card. Cool. End of turn, nothing. So, this is going to be her last round on this Cutie Mark Vault comes out, so she's playing all the cards, of course. Somebody hits themselves and discards a card. Let's just let that be, well, actually not Daedalus. It's going to have to be Horse again, because she's got the most cards to discard. And then we play the last spell, which is Paralysis Rage. Deals the hero target lowest HP 2 energy damage. Target's dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of the villain turn. So that hits Zulius, we'll say. Alright, somebody could have taken 2 toxic damage to destroy the Terrible Muffins. La Commodora will happily do that. And at the villain turn, Starlight Glimmer deals the hero with the highest HP 2 energy damage. Reduce damage dealt by targets that took damage this way 2-1 until the start of the villain turn. That's Daedalus. That's okay. Alright, there are no cards under this card, so we flip it. Hey, we found her butt. She's immune to damage. Start of the villain turn, she flips. Starlight Glimmer deals the 3 heroes with the highest HP 3 psychic damage each, and they can discard a card to reduce it by 2. That's everybody but Horse. Daedalus only takes 2. La Commodora is going to take it. Starlight is going to take it. Oh wait, I actually read that wrong. I should have been using powers the last time it was out. Oops. Excuse me. Okay, we can draw 2 cards, play 2 cards, and use 2 powers. We really need to get rid of that. Wish. We are going to look at the top 5 cards of La Commodora's deck. Really want to take time. Let's go ahead and weigh anchor. Take time. Fucking brilliant. We need to get rid of Pillars of Hercules. Well, yeah, we need to get rid of Pillars of Hercules. She draws 4 cards. Thank frick. The rest of those go on the bottom of her deck. Okay, power. Let's get some more constellations into play. Let's put it on La Commodora. Oh, actually, those were full damage. All damage is increased by 1. She hits her for 2 energy damage. Instead, that target gains that much HP, so I think that stacks, and she actually heals 3. And also, Starlight heals 2. Draw a card. Okay, start of turn, we're going to let Brig Teleporter go. Ping the staff for 2 fire damage. I will discard a card for Paradoja Figurehead. I want to try and kill the staff and the 2 ongoings if at all possible. Oh, you're right, we're dealt a fire damage, so that's a token on the ritual. Did anybody else deal fire damage? No. Oh, it's so confusing. Alright, then I take my draw phase. Draw 2 cards. I'm going to harness Anomaly on Horde. There's a key piece. We'll shuffle that into the deck and play Comfortable Doug. When this card enters play, put it in the environment play area. At the end of the environment turn, shuffle a non-character target with 3 or fewer HP into its deck. If it was a hero target, play the top card of that hero's deck. Okay, cool. Granted, that's going to be unfortunate after he deals with Zulius. And then she can play a card, put out Temporal Rigging. Alright, power. You randomly get Rotor in the Time Stream. Don't care. End of turn, put the bottom card of my deck in my hand. Somebody can use a power. Starlight will use a power to get a constellation out on herself, actually. So she heals 3 and then heals 2. Pretty sure that's how that works. Alright, Daedalus is only dealing 1 damage. So yeah, he just hits the staff for 1. That's literally it, and it is energy damage. Then he draws 3 cards. Then he can discard a card. Then he can play a card. It's fly free. Discard a card. Play fly free. Discard a card. Put that back in my hand. Power 1, Hoplite Armor. Discard a card. Play Icarus Bombardment. Draw 4 cards. Goes up to 3 targets, 1 energy damage each, so he hits the staff for 1. And then the Icarus is out, so I can discard 2 cards. I'll happily do that. Power number 2, I'm going to look at the Ruins of Atlantis, because her deck is about to go away. We got Leaking Room and Ravenous Kraken Maw. I think the Maw would be just fine. Let's get rid of Leaking Room. Don't bother drawing a card. He heals 3. Also, I should have been discarding cards to let people use powers. Actually, he should have no cards in hand. Okay, we are going to play what you need. Search your deck and trash for Ched and put him into play. Shuffle your deck. You may draw a card and play a card. Put this card in your character card. He's only got 2 HP. He's immune to melee damage. Whenever he would take more than 1 damage, reduce it to 1 and redirect it to Horse. And Ched deals the source of that damage to melee damage. Oh, cool. I may draw a card and play a card. Let's do Fragile Things. Reduce damage dealt to hero targets by targets other than themselves by 1 until the start of your next turn. We can't get rid of the Phosphorescent Chamber. We have not enough cards in hand. If Wama Wink is in play, which she is not, reduce that damage to 0 instead. Okay, I have to discard a card if I want to use a power, so let's do that. There's kind of no point in hitting the staff. Can't get it to the point where Glendale eats it, and it doesn't deal damage anyway. Shoot, yeah, okay, so we're going to do this as Centaur World. No key pieces, shuffle, draw a total of 3 cards. Okay, that is it for Horse's turn. So each hero may discard a card. If each active hero does destroy this card, we can't do that. So instead we get the Ravenous Kraken Maw. Reduce damage dealt to this card by 1. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the non-environment target with highest HP 3 melee and 3 toxic damage. She's immune to damage, but that's fine because it's none of us. End of turn, that does not happen. Doug goes off. He's going to shuffle Zulius into Horse's deck and play the top card of that deck. Portal Tummy. Search your deck and trash for Glendale and put her into play. Already there. Put any number of equipment cards under her. Put a non-character target with X or less HP under Glendale, where X is the number of equipment cards put under Glendale times 5. If I put 2 equipment cards under her, I could actually eat the staff. That would be very interestingly helpful. Let's see, okay, so we'll throw the Nightlore armor under her, and the Golden Astrolabe. Don't use those. So I can put a target with 10 or fewer HP under her. We'll throw the Staff of Sameness. Under Glendale, she can eat targets with 4 HP. And then the Maw goes off, hits Starlight, she's immune to damage. That's fine. Start of the villain turn, she flips. Oh no, now she's leaping through time. We didn't know that would happen. Restore her to H times 5 HP. She's there already. She gains X HP, where X is H times the number of equality cards in play, which right now is 3 actually, so that's another 12. Then destroy all equality cards. So, not villain cards, just equality cards, which means that these 2 stay under here and could potentially come back later. Move all cards in the villain deck and trash from the game. Put the cutie map into play from under this card, bloop, and move all the other cards into the villain deck, shuffle it, and each player may draw 2 cards. I think Daedalus is good. He doesn't need 2 cards. He's too cool to have cards. Everybody else is not so blessed. This is going to hurt a little bit, too. End of the turn, she deals the hero with the most non-character cards in play 3 energy damage, which is probably always going to be Horse. I don't think Lacomador is going to beat her. Then play the top card of the villain deck. Okie doke. Villain targets are immune to environment damage, still fine. End of the villain turn, destroy the least recently played non-indestructible environment card. Damn it, we're going to lose the ritual. Then put the top card of the environment deck into play. Welp. We tried. So she plays Temporal Collateral. When an environment card is destroyed, the environment deals the hero target the highest HP 2 energy damage. End of the villain turn, destroy an environment card. Cripes. Alright, she hits. Commodore has 6, so that is Starlight. It takes 3. Then we play the top card of the villain deck. She hits the highest for 3, increased to 4, reduced to 3. Play the top card of the villain deck. Hide in plain sight. Ooh, grossed card. First time she would be dealt damage, put the top card of the environment deck into play. If that card is a target, redirect the damage to it. And she's dealt 6 or more damage in a single round, destroy this card. Then we destroy the Ritual Sanctum. Oof. Which sets off Temporal Collateral. The environment hits the target with the highest for 3, reduced to 2, reduced to 1 on Daedalus. End of the villain turn, destroy a card. We're going to get rid of Phosphorescent Chamber. And the environment hits the highest for 2, which is Daedalus, who soaks it. Okay, Starlight, we're going to red shift. Draw a card. She will play Wish. We're going to look at Horse's deck. Ooh, that's a key piece. That's another key piece. Ooh, do I want Wama Wink or Derpleton? I don't know what Derpleton does. Alright, we're going to play Water Baby's Key, which is a key piece. Search your deck and trash for Wama Wink, who has been mentioned already. Put her into play, shuffle your deck. You may draw a card and play a card. Put this card in your character card. So she comes into play. She's got 4 HP. The first time each turn, any hero target would take 3 or less damage. Reduce it to 1. Draw a card. Okay, funnily enough, that won't do anything because Zulius is right there. Oh yeah, I was supposed to put the top card of the environment deck into play. Subaquatic Exploration. At the end of the environment turn, reveal cards from the top of the environment deck until 2 non-target cards are revealed. Put them into play, and shuffle the other revealed cards into the deck. Then each player draws a card and destroy this card. You know what? That's fine for the card draw. We need it. Let's play Tulip Stepping Champion. A centaur deals each non-hero target 2 irreducible melee damage. If the source of that damage is Ched, destroy all targets dealt damage this way with X or fewer HP. X is the number of targets dealt damage this way, plus 1. So, we hit the cutie map and the maw, and then we try to hit Starlight, who plays another subaquatic exploration. Okay, so she actually takes 2. Destroy any targets dealt damage this way that have 4 or fewer HP. There aren't any. Okay, that goes under my card, and then these all go on the bottom of her deck. Almost gone through the entire deck. That was 1 card play off of Redshift. Who else would like to play a card? Is it Horse? I think so. Let's play Johnny T times Sash. Another key piece. This brings Zulius out, so he's back doing his thing. Draw a card and play a card. Ooh, if I have 2 equipment cards I can sack, we could eat the cutie map. Let's do Portal Tummy again. We will put Rudder in the Time Stream under Glendale. And you know what? Let's put Temporal Rigging under there too. I can move a target with 10 or fewer HP under Glendale. That's the cutie map. Just bye. And then that goes under my character card. Alright, Glendale can eat targets with 7 HP. That's getting a little scary. Okay, Starlight can use a power. We will throw a Constellation on Daedalus, which does nothing. She heals 1. Draw a card. Start of turn, let's discard a card for the figurehead, and then our draw phase. It would be really bad to waste a run aground on her right now. I'm going to go ahead and play Cannon Portal. We will use her power. Oh, there's no equipment cards left in her deck. Okay. Oh yeah, I've been forgetting to discard cards for that also. I should probably have at least 1 fewer. End of turn, put the bottom card in her deck, and we'll try and hit Starlight. Atlantean Font of Power. Start of the environment turn, each hero may discard a card. If they do, destroy this card. End of the environment turn, put the top card of the villain deck into play, then put the top card of each hero deck into play in turn order. We're keeping that. Nice. That goes through to Starlight. Okay, Daedalus gets to deal everything 3 energy damage again. Tries to hit Starlight. Hallway Collapse. Deal each target 2 projectile damage, and destroy an environment card other than this card. Oh god, let's see. Ched reduces it to 1 and redirects it to Horse, who soaks it because we're still under the effects of that Wamawink one-shot. It hasn't been the start of Horse's turn yet. He tries to deal the source, but it's the environment, so that's fine. We're all just taking 1. Daedalus soaks it. Starlight actually takes 2. And then we're going to destroy the Kraken, just because it's not doing us any good. What's going on right now? Somebody tried to hit her. Did he actually hit her, or was that the attempt? That was the attempt. Okay, so he actually hits her for 3. Good God. That's it. And he draws 3 cards. Oh, he needs to keep at least 1 card in hand, so I won't discard anything. I want Matter Collapser. It's a very good power. Oh yeah, that does actually immediately destroy Hide in Plain Sight. Oh, an environment card was destroyed, so deal the highest 2 energy damage. That's Daedalus who soaks it. Alright, so we play Matter Collapser. Power number 1, Matter Collapser. Draw a card. He hits Starlight for 6. Don't have to keep track of what type of damage he's dealing. Power number 2. Nothing I actually want to play. Let's take a look at the villain deck. We'll get rid of the Paralysis Ray. Don't draw a card. Heal 2. Is he done? Is that it? I don't know anymore. Do I just want to, like, end the game? Let's just end the game. Portal Barrage. Destroy all cards under Glendale. For each card destroyed this way, Glendale deals a target 3 projectile damage. That's 7 rounds of 3 projectile damage, taking Starlight Glimmer down to 2 hit points. I'm sorry this wouldn't last long enough to see what happens when equality cards end up in the Time Jump deck. Power Horse Kick takes out Starlight Glimmer and we win. That was 1 round. The -1 wore off, but that was 1 round. Let's look at the rest of Horse's deck. A Smarter Boy. A Centaur deals up to 3 non-hero targets, 3 melee damage each. If the source of that damage is Durpleton, reduce damage dealt by targets dealt damage this way by 2 till the start of your next turn. Baby's First Spell, Cartoon. Move this card next to a non-hero target. If it's an environment target, prevent damage dealt by that target to hero targets. Otherwise, reduce it by 1. Durpleton. Whenever a non-hero target enters play, move Durpleton next to it. Reduce damage dealt by the target next to Durpleton by 1. When that target deals damage to Durpleton, it deals itself the same amount of irreducible psychic damage. The Whaletar's Key. This is Durpleton's key piece. Breathe in a Bag. A Centaur deals each non-hero target 2 sonic damage. If the source of that damage is Glendale, you may increase each instance of damage by 1, then put a non-character target dealt damage this way under Glendale. Just anything. Oh, and lest we forget, Rider, Closest Companion. When this card enters play, if there are fewer than 5 cards under your character card, search your deck and trash for a key piece and put it into play, then shuffle this card into your deck. Otherwise, increase damage dealt by hero targets by 1, and you may use an extra power during your power phase. So that is Horse's little mini-game. You want to get 5 key pieces and then the Rider card, and if it's not game over by that point, it will be. So that's it for this one. We loaded up the environment with cards and it didn't even get to do anything. You can find Horse on Zontan's custom decks. You can find Starlight Glimmer and Extreme La Commodora on Walker's Workbench, and that's it for those. As always, thank you for watching. Thanks everyone who came to chat. We had a good time. You helped me deal with all of the interacting effects in this game. That was very good. Tabletop Simulator Reef, called DLC, Zontan's custom decks and Walker's Workbench, and all these great games products. Please support the official release and flip.